Good evening and welcome once again to the Whiskey Cowboy Live. Today's date is August 29th, 2023. It is a Tuesday. I hope everyone's week has started out well. It got super humid here today, which is not a good thing. But I guess we got rain coming in tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. Those folks joining the show today might notice just a little bit of a change. It's actually, I do not have totally symmetrical layout. It's more like the show countdown, except for where the Zoom meeting is. It is larger. But I got to tweak that. I don't have the camera off section done because I did this last little tweak on the fly about 5 minutes before I went live. Or shall I say before I went live, but the show wasn't live when the countdown started. Let folks join the show. Tonight's coffee is chocolate-covered strawberries from Dunkin' Donuts. Talked about that the last show. Last show I had cherry pie from New England brand. And I said, oh, it's okay, it's good. But if I'm going to go in this direction, let's go with chocolate-covered strawberries from Dunkin' Donuts. So that's what I'm having tonight. Good evening, Laurel. Welcome to the show. I hope you are feeling good. Feeling good. Laurel's probably going to give me hell. No, Laurel. The chicken coop isn't made. I actually had intended this morning to start out. And feeling great, good, fantastic. So I got up early, decided to get things going. Went over all the instructions for the shed and everything like that. And I'm like, shit. There's 5 billion screws. And they say use a drill with a screwdriver bit in it. There's so many of them. Well, I have that, but the area that I have to work with is really small. So I'm like, oh shit. That's not going to work out very well. So I got a DeWalt cordless screwdriver coming in. So that'll be here tomorrow. It's going to be raining tomorrow, so I'm not going to do anything there. That come in, then I checked out another piece of equipment that I was needing to do this project with, and I gave it a test drive, and it's been down in my basement for almost 10 years now. And it's humid down there. So it's a power tool, and I started it up. The damn thing just about caught on fire. It's like it did not want to do what it was supposed to do. So it's like, son of a mother. So I got another one of those coming in. They'll both be in tomorrow. So again, one thing after another. So Thursday the weather should be good, and I've got everything set and everything ready. And I took all the lumber and everything. It was outside last night. And I'm like, it's going to rain tomorrow. I do not want that outside. So I did a lot of cleanup in my shed today, and then I got all of that lumber and the big, the flooring, the hell you call that? Plywood. Got the big plywood flooring in the shed. Everything's in the shed. It's fine. Yeah, Laurel says, love DeWalt battery-operated tools. Get extra batteries. Yeah, this one came with 2. I buy anything with a battery, I always make sure that I at least start out with 2. So, and this wasn't an entry level. It's, again, you know me. I don't start out entry level anything. I could have done so. So I got not entry level. There's a nice one. It's got the gyro in it, so that you can, you want to screw it in. You twist it to the right, and it knows that it needs to start. You want to undo it, you twist to the left, it knows it needs to go that direction. Good evening, Laurel. You are now on Zoom. Can you hear me? She is in the Zoom meeting, but she's not saying anything. Maybe she's just figuring things out. I don't see any errors there. Okay, let's see here. We don't need to rename. Oh, you didn't go into Zoom. Well, watch this. Thought that was odd. There you go. And now whoever it was pretending to be you is somebody that is watching the show. I hate that you have to redo all of these security settings each time you do it. Let's go through. There we go. Now we are set. All of them are set. So I have no idea who that was. Thought that was kind of strange. Okay, now we have the classic. How's the show going? How's the video? Is the audio synced? It should be synced. Do you like the slightly new layout where the boxes are not the exact same size and they're offset? Laurel says, obviously they don't watch enough. Yeah. If they pull one over, they're not gonna last long. So how is that? How is everything? Video quality, audio quality. Okay, Laurel says she likes the new layout. Everything is synced up. Yeah, I just wanted to make it a little bit. I like the flag, the waving flag, but I don't want to tax my system. So I'm going to do little tweaks, and I'm gonna run back right now, and I'm like, oh, gee, that's where I've seen this layout before. Watch this. It's it's a modified show timer layout. Not exactly the same, but pretty much the same. So it's like, okay, that's why it looked halfway decent. And like I said, I did this on the fly. I started it 5 minutes before I had to hit start show. I was like, oh crap. So I do not have the camera off scene yet. I'll get that done. In fact, I should be able to do it tomorrow because, like I said, it's going to be raining tomorrow, so I'm not going to be able to do anything outside. And the more I think about it, even when I get the new studio, I think I'm going to keep the flag. Hey, Zook. But yeah, I think I'm going to keep the flag. It's simple, yet unique enough. It's visually appealing. So, yeah, that'll save a lot of futzing around. And it's big enough. As you can see, I went and I extended the screen. I'm sitting in the exact same spot, screen-wise, as I was before. I didn't change the camera anyways. I just took the screen and in the application, and I just stretched it further. I could actually go full live with a full screen wide and the flags in the whole background. But Zook says your layout is very good. Thank you, Zook. Zooker. God, that's still small. I can't read the people's names. Let's see here. It's Zookanish, whatever the hell it is. 105. I'll call you Zook. I'll call you Zook. My goodness, what a name. I was a little bit in the mood today. Folks that have been into my Facebook page saw that I posted up a little bit. Oh, Eskimo. Zook or somebody. That name sounds familiar. Now, are you Eskimo? Oh, no, it is Eskimo, and then the rest is text, right? Let me see here. Let's see here. Yeah, okay, good. So Eskimo is Eskimo. It's like, okay, because it's coming up. It looks like it's all the same name, but it's not. Welcome to the show, Eskimo. Hey, you didn't join the last show. Not that it's an issue, because you're way early in the morning over there in Turkey. So it's perfectly okay not to make every show. It's perfectly okay for anybody to just make one or two episodes, 1 or 2 shows a week. That's fine. That's why I have 3. Talk to somebody else about it. That's why I have 3. They can't make it all the time. I get it. That's why I've got 3 days. But you should know now. You should see. You didn't see the last show. So the last show was, at least you didn't watch it live. I don't know if you've watched it since then. Camera got crisper again. Audio synced up. And what was it? Audio synced up and the camera crisper and... Oh, hell, there was something else. I don't know what the hell it was. But yeah, running audio back the same way. Oh, and the audio is not forced. My voice is back to where it was before we were running it through the camera. It's just me off the soundboard. He says, oh, I looked at it for a bit. It was nice. Oh, thank you. It was nice. Yes. So, yeah. So here we are now with, again, another slight tweak. And I'll get the camera off, screen done, scene done tomorrow. So yeah, Laurel, yeah, 2 batteries. Always, I don't care what it is, whether it's unless it's a laptop, then you just get the 1 battery. But if it's anything else that requires batteries, oh my goodness. Like my action cams, I've got 5 or 6 batteries of those. I've got 2 batteries for my new video camera and a continual battery, a dummy battery. So it looks like a battery goes up in it, but you plug it into the outlet. So that's like 2 batteries and a perpetual for that. My other DSLR, I've got 2 or 3 batteries. The DSLR, especially when you're just doing pictures, yeah, that'll last forever. So yeah, the DeWalt, what do they call it? DeWalt gyroscopic cordless screwdriver. Now, for a lot of power tools, I don't go cordless, but for a screwdriver, you're just basically putting in screws. You're not doing any heavy duty stuff. Eskimo said had a lot of work on Monday. Well, yeah, yes, welcome to my world. A lot of work. You never said what you do. What do you do, Eskimo? Over in Turkey. What do you do over there? It says there's only 1 person that's is watching the show. I do not believe that for one moment, that there's 1 person watching. Oh, you're a software engineer. Cool. Do you work at home or do you work in an office? Not that you can't have an office at home. Do you work on location or do you work out of the home? Oh, at home. Oh, awesome. Awesome. Not everybody can do that. Uh, Now, when I say that, I don't mean that it's impossible for them to do that. Of course, you can, if it's especially with a computer, you can do it anywhere. But a lot of people are unable to work and keep up with workflow at home. They need to be in an office someplace. So if you can do it at home, great. Software engineer. People realize it's a good idea after COVID. Ah, fuck COVID. No. A lot of places were going remote working anyways. Yeah, the missus works remote. She's been working remote well before COVID. She has her own office with her desk, her computer, all her monitors, phone line and everything, yeah. Not stuck away in a closet or corner of the bedroom. Bonafide office. And then I have the studio. Don't know if you call that an office. You call a studio an office. I guess a studio. So I didn't work in the room I sleep to. Yeah, good. Don't. You need to separate that. Have your own separate work area. Preferably not in your bedroom, not in your dining room, not in your living room, in a room all by itself. Now, some people aren't fortunate enough to have that, but if you can, yeah. I posted up this morning about how the United States southern border, the Border Patrol, had welded open 114 gates along the southern border. They were floodgates, supposed to allow flood waters out and migration of a certain species of antelope or some shit like that. But they weren't supposed to be open, and it's not monsoon season. So now we got thousands of illegals crossing into the United States through those 114 gates. Jack wagons. Hey, Judy. Hey, Laurel. See, now we got back. The viewer count jumped up. Judy, you'll notice some changes. Little ones, little changes. Man, I am wiped out. Oh, you love this shirt? This is this is another one of my favorite shirts. Huh. I don't wear any shirts on the show that I don't like. So I don't know why I'm saying, "Oh, this is my favorite shirt." Yeah, I don't wear a shirt on the show that I do not like. But yeah, this was a nice one. It's got green in it. It's got blue, white, and green. But because they're overlapped, it gives you the different shades of each. So yeah, it's a cool shirt. I think the missus saw it. She's like, "Oh, that'd look good on you." I'm like, okay. So I got it. It's funny, I got another shirt. I probably won't wear it on the show. Maybe I have before, but I don't think I have, and I don't think I should. It's almost like a fluorescent, a neon yellow / green color. Looks really good on me. But with with the camera and the lights, it would just blow the show out. But yeah, what would you call them? The pattern is big enough. I don't like really fine patterns. Just it's big enough. But yeah, so now we've got surging numbers again coming in across the southern border. Oh, and there's the coyotes are bringing in more people and just dropping them off near the border now because they don't have to worry about trying to get across the border. And they are bringing in really, really bad people now. Not that they weren't before, but I'm talking about like very undesirable terrorist type people. This administration is absolutely treasonous. Yeah, evil. It's horrible. I mean, you got people coming in from China, from Cuba, from Africa, from all over the place, from the Middle East, all coming up through. And then they're remarking that, oh, we thought it was going to be difficult getting into the United States. It was more difficult walking through Mexico than it was getting into the United States. Eskimo says that happens 100 times worse in our southern border. Yeah, unfortunately, because you guys are like a pass through. You guys are like from what I understand, you're a pass through. So there's people migrating. There's a few countries that are pass through countries that really they've been hammered. God, I wrote an article about one this last year, and they were using force to keep the people out, and I can't remember where it was. Laurel says they should be facing a military tribunal, found guilty, and then face the punishment for treason. Yeah, oh, I agree. Hungary? No, I don't think it was Hungary. It might have been Greece. Let me pull up a map of the area and I'll see if I can find it. Okay, there's the Netherlands. Let's pull this up. Okay, there's Bulgaria. Bursa. Yeah, but it can't be Greece. Greece is too far out of the way. It sounds like something they would do. Maybe it was on some of the eastern territory of Greece, maybe, and trying to pass through. It's not Albania. Did you say Ecuador? That's in South America, isn't it? South and Central America. Yeah, it's a pass-through place, but that's not what I was talking about. I was talking about in Europe. Ecuador. Isn't Ecuador in Central America? Ecuador. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, they've been having problems too through some of those pass through countries. But no, I was talking about over in southeastern Europe, just before the Middle East. There a lot of the African and Middle Eastern traffic traveling up through. I wrote about it. It might have been on the far eastern side of Greece. I'm not sure. But no, I don't think he was hungry. Let's see if I can... Yeah, it was Greece. Yeah, it was Greece. No, Eskimo. It was Greece. And they had another problem with it in January this year as well. It's the border there between over there with you guys. The border between Turkey and Greece. Greasy turkeys. greasy turkeys. Gobble, gobble. If you got a greasy turkey, you got to have that with cinnamon, right? Put cinnamon in everything. No, I don't like that. How's the volume out there? Still going good for folks? Should be. Should be. Yeah. See, there it goes. Fantastic. Thank you, Judy. Goog, says Laurel. Googie. Gosh, your wife's a Bigfoot. Goomy goo goo. Goomy goo goo. Yeah, they had a problem in 2020 too. They Greece did, suspended asylum applications. You know, people need to stay in their own damn countries. Fix your own problems. Fix your own problems. Stop migrating other places in the world because you think it's better there and then you shit all over that country. Stay in your own in your own countries. Fix your problems. It's reverse colonialism. It's like, okay, now we've got all these good places and then everybody floods in and tries to crap all over it. Fix your own problems. Come and visit. Just like everybody else. Come and visit. Spend your money. Same way we do. We'll come and visit and we'll spend our money. You know, for such a damn racist country that the United States is, we got a lot of minorities from all over the world doing everything they can to get across our border and stay here. Funny how that works. Hey, I got no glitches. I got no jitters on my software. On my software, on my Streamlabs here. Remember I said the last show it was kind of jittery. Now smooth. These are not the droids you were looking for. Eskimo said, yeah, also we should have stopped them instead of encouraging them. Yeah. Oh, I agree. And you guys were just past. I believe Turkey's stand was they knew that they weren't going to stay there, and you just helped them shoot on through your country. For the most part, it's like, no, stop them at your border, stop them at your other border. Fix your own problems. You need some help, ask some help. The United States didn't become the United States because we just kind of moved here and wanted the greater things in life. We moved here, then we declared our independence, and we fought for our independence, and we took care of our problems. With help, yes. But we did the heavy lifting. So, if you got problems in your country and you want to rise up and you want to make your country a better place, a little bit of sweat equity. Go ahead and do it. We'll give you a hand. You need supplies? Hell, the French gave us a shit ton of supplies. Fix your problems. Africa now. Holy shit. Africa is falling apart again. They got several countries, civil war and problems. Can't when 60% of the population doesn't want to. That's not true. That's not true. The majority of people during the American Revolution did not want to break away from England. Here we are. Ta-da. It's not the majority. In most situations, it's not really the majority that gets things done. It's a dedicated and hardworking minority. Yeah. Oh yeah. In the United States and the American Revolution during the Rev War, hell, the Tories, they didn't want it. They didn't want to break away from England. They thought everything was fine and dandy. Judy says, I got my gym today. It's out in the yard. I need help getting it in. You don't have anybody to help you get that in there? Is it still in boxes and you gotta set it up? What you should have done, a lot of times you can order it and you can have them set it up for you. So you go, hey, I want it in the room. All of my gyms that I had, the initial placement in the houses that they were in, they set it up themselves. They brought it in, they set it up. Have a nice day. So they didn't set it up for you. I've since, like my gym, I've torn it apart, moved it twice over. Oh, you were at work. Yeah, shit. That sucks. Damn. You got a cable machine? What'd you get, Judy? Share with us. What'd you get? Mine's a Marcy Platinum with a double stack. That's mine. Eskimo said, but the U.S. was built on individualism. People wanted to protect those rights. Yeah, very dedicated, very motivated people. Oh, you got a Marcy too. Fantastic. What model did you get? Marcy Home Gym. Here we go. Yeah, they got a crap ton of home gym setups. Pretty good. I've been happy with mine. Crap, get back there. I can't read that. 988. Oh, yeah, it's a 150-pound stack. Let's see here. That's the single stack, right? It's a you only have one workstation, so you should have the lat pull downs, the bench press, the legs. Let's see here. Or does yours have the multiple stations? Right. Yeah, because I'm looking at that for Marcy 150, but I don't see the. Should be. We'll go with this. Should be that one right there. Waiting on that one. Did she say right? Was that it? Oh, similar to that, yeah. So it's a single workstation. It's not a double. Like like I said, mine's a Marcy Platinum double stack, 2 workstations. So you can do you can push with the legs. You can do your shoulder presses. You can do whatever the hell you do other shit over there. You can do a couple other things, and then you've got the station like this one shows, where you do the bench press. But mine isn't a bench press like this. Mine's comes from below. Yours is bigger. Yeah, let's see here. I'm trying to go back here. Trying to find that. Look like that? Is that one right there? That's a MWM 988. Has more stuff you can do. Let's see here. Wasn't that the number you gave me? What did you give me there? 988. That's a 988. Do you have more workstations than this? Does it go over to the side? Is it shaped like an L? Here we go. Donna's coming in. Sorry about that, Don. I did not see you there. Yeah, that's it. See, yeah, this is sleeker. The other one on that was on Amazon, it's pretty much this, different color. Yeah. Oh, you're gonna like that.
Oh God, that looks difficult.
What, that machine? Oh no, it's super easy. Super easy.
I'm jerking your chain.
No,
you know me.
That's cool. Yeah, mine has all of this workstation, but more weights and double stack, and then an L off the other side, like from the right hand side going out to the side. Oh, you're gonna love it. Don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt yourself. The thing I like about them is that you don't need a spotter, so you're not gonna kill yourself. And you don't have to lift. You don't have to lift the whole stack. You can lift a plate, and when you're starting out, some of the stuff, do not feel that you have to even use one plate. Take the pin out and just use the plate top. So it's not a full plate. It's just you're just moving the top. Do that. Slow, controlled movements until your body's used to moving. Then go ahead and add a plate. Don't force yourself. You're gonna love the hell out of that thing.
Well, that I bet you that's a hell of a lot cheaper than Peloton.
Than Peloton? Yeah. See, Peloton's fine for those that need motivation. But if you can do it on your own, then yeah, get your own stuff like this, and get some free weights.
Yeah, my free weights are vegetable cans.
That works. Old milk jugs with water. Or half water.
Oh yeah.
Anything that you can grab a hold of comfortably and move it. You don't need a lot of fancy stuff. They've also the bands that you can get, the resistant bands.
Oh yeah. I'm getting old, and when I lay in bed for overnight even, I only sleep 5-6 hours a night, but if I lay there too long, I just get stove up.
Right.
And I've got these bands, but what they are pallet bands. They're like huge rubber bands.
Mm-hmm.
And I picked them up from when I worked running a forklift, but they're excellent for that.
Oh, I mean, anything that adds resistance. Like I said, you can even get they're colored bands. They're kind of like tubes, blue, red, pink, green, yellow.
Yeah,
I think.
right.
And
Yeah, but
and,
these are
and then you can have
real.
it hooked up underneath the door. They've got, so that you can put it
Oh,
up
yeah.
over the top of the door or up underneath, so you can do curls with them, or you can do lat pull downs with them. I mean, you can do all sorts of stuff. You can do tricep extensions by, just leaning in towards the door and just pushing down with your tricep. And they're wonderful things. People think that they have to spend a whole lot of money. Don't. And don't get stuff that you have to put away. Because
Right.
if you put it
That's
away,
the thing.
you're not going to use it. Oh, yeah, you store it underneath
Exactly.
the bed. Yeah, and that's where it's going to stay. You're going to
Yep.
use it for a couple weeks, and then you're not going to pull it out anymore.
Yeah.
So,
That's true. Hell, I'd have to get a machine like that. If I got a machine like that, that means I'd have to clean out my spare bedroom, which is my
well, there you go.
catch-all.
Well, there you go. If you got
think
room
that'd
for it,
motivate me?
yeah, if you get room for it, go ahead and put it in. They're not that bad. I mean, like that one was, what about $600-700? Was
Yeah,
that
about
single?
7.5.
Was it 7.5?
Yeah, something like that.
No. This one right here says that, and you can get about the same thing, just a different color on Amazon. $599.99.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I mean, it's if you don't need 5 billion workstations, a single station will do it, and that's a single station. You can do a lot of things in it, but it's a single station. So the single station machines will get you, like that one will get you a bench press / shoulder press, lat pull down. You can do a tricep extension. You can do your legs going up. You paid $750 for hers. Okay, well there you go. Well,
How long have you had it, Judy?
No, she just got it. It was delivered.
Oh, she just now
yeah,
got it.
it's not
Okay.
even put together. She was at work, so it's like, oh shit.
I'm
They
sorry,
usually
I came in late.
Yeah, they usually put them together. Mine had put the damn thing in it. After that, I took it apart and moved it several times. But initial, yeah. It's not that difficult to put them together, though. So just take your time. But it's easier when they do it. It's always easier when somebody else does it.
I'd rather do something like that other than, you see these people out running and walking and I don't know.
Hey, you can do whatever you want. I don't mind people
I know,
running and
but
walking.
I would
What I
rather
hate seeing is especially when people get older and they're trying to run, but they're not moving very fast, so they're moving up and down a lot. It's a lot of pressure. Walk fast. Just walk fast.
Mm-hmm.
Move your arms to get your blood pumping. Walk fast. You trying to run, but you're not moving very much. It's a lot of wear on your joints. Just walk fast.
Well, concrete or asphalt or whatever is one of the hardest things there is on your body.
But they
period.
got good shoes now. Oh, they got nice shoes.
I don't
A
know.
lot of padding in the sole. They're shaped like a U, but
Yeah, that's why I bought an
Lazy.
old house. I'll never
Yeah.
own a house that's on a concrete slab.
yeah. Julie says she walks 4 miles a day, fast walking. Yeah,
Good girl.
Just walk
good
fast.
girl.
but yeah, they got awesome shoes. They got shoes just built for walking. It's like, oh, it's such amazing. You don't run in them. you don't do gym just for walking. It's a wonderful time we're living in.
Yeah.
Brace up your joints if you gotta wrap them or put those sleeve things on them. Go ahead and do that. Then get out there and walk, if that's what you're doing. A lot of people shouldn't be running. Running's not really that good for you. It's
There
not
better
bad
be
if you have
something
perfect
behind
form, but yeah, that's what I got a gun for. It's like, my days of running away from shit. No,
Chasing me.
yeah, that's another reason why I said if you ever see John running, run. Because I don't run. It's like
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I don't run.
Yeah.
So if you see
and
me
that's
running,
what I did
run.
in high school. I was like, I was a runner.
Yeah. Oh, I was good at it. I was super,
was too,
really good.
And not
but
anymore.
but I hate running. I hated running
Yeah.
even when I was good at it. Hated it.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't like running. Good at it, but no, don't like it. Eskimo says, hey, man, in Europe, people say healthcare is very costly in the U.S., but the U.S. doesn't have VAT and other weirdly high taxes like in Europe. Asked, what do you think? Yeah, it all evens out, and depending upon where you live in the United States, your tax burden can be vastly different. Some states it's high, some states it's low. The healthcare system, it's a red herring. Here's number one. Nobody who needs healthcare is denied healthcare. It's a myth. They lost their home or they lost their car because they needed help. No, they didn't, because it doesn't work like that. Your healthcare bills are any debt that you get for healthcare puts on the back burner when it comes to who collects. And unbeknownst to a lot of people, especially activists, most hospitals have, especially all the big ones, they have organizations that have offices in them specifically designed to help pay people's bills. So if you really can't and you don't have health insurance and you can't pay your bills, there are organizations that will pick up the slack for you. So it's a bit of a misnomer when it comes to American healthcare and what it costs. Most of the costs are because of government intervention.
Yeah.
And with the way the health insurance companies work with their contracts, the rates that they bill to each hospital and for what services, they're not the same. It's a freaking nightmare. But again, it's a nightmare because the government got themselves involved.
Yep.
So they can't get the same things cross state lines. Each individual healthcare system has to be renegotiated and the contracts in.
Yeah,
So
just look at what our premiums have done in the last 5 years. I mean, that's freaking unreal.
Laurel says, I always told the kids that if you see Mama running, you better run too. I don't run. Right. Yeah, it's the same way. I don't run. Don't run. Yeah. It's like, and like, you're going to run away from me? Not a problem. I'll just keep my eye on you. You're going to tire out. I'll find you.
All you got to do is outrun the other guy.
Just push the other guy down. How do you survive a bear attack? Have a slower buddy with you. Yeah, you don't have to be the fastest in the group. You just can't be the slowest.
Yeah, there you go.
Again, tonight's coffee is chocolate-covered strawberries Dunkin' Donuts.
All right. Boy, you like that one.
Yeah, I do. I had cherry pie from New England brand the last show, and it's okay.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's okay. If I want to go in that direction, this one, the chocolate-covered strawberries, is the way to go. But, yep. Yeah, so healthcare. Another thing is start young. Everybody thinks that they're going to live forever and their body's going to be the same way. You see this with a lot of really heavy young folks. It's like, no, I'm doing fine. Yeah, you're doing fine now. Oh, I don't have any problems. Yeah, you got problems. They haven't surfaced yet. You wait till you're 35, 40, 50 years old and you've got that accumulative weight on your system and on your organs. Here's another thing. Bodybuilding is the same way. Your muscles don't know. Your muscles. Your bones don't know and your joints don't know whether it's 300 pounds of muscle or it's 300 pounds of fat. It does not know. It just knows it's 300 pounds. The human body is not designed to carry that kind of weight. So.
Well, I can even tell, like I'm like 130 and I probably am just 10 pounds over what I've been, most 10, 15 pounds over. And I can tell that.
Yeah. How tall are you?
About 5'6" almost.
5'6", yeah, 5'6", 130, 135. Yeah, you're about. Ideally, you probably don't want to be weighing anymore.
No, I don't.
But and then the older you get, the weight matters more than when you're young because the muscle
But
mass it changes.
if I do gain weight, I fast. I usually half fast
I slow
all the time.
I
But
slow.
I mean,
No, I don't have any problem gaining weight. Well, I don't have a problem with weight gain. There we go. With
I
weight
really
gain,
don't
so.
either because I guess genetics. I guess, but I gotta come from a whole family full of stick people.
Yeah. Well, I'm 6'4". I'm 6'4",
Oh, that's tall.
220. So I'm not.
Oh,
I'm
that's-
not. No, I'm right in the sweet spot. Now my doctor
Yeah.
back several years is like, no, you want to be about 180, and I'm like, I don't want to be 180. No.
Really, he
I'm-
says that,
Yeah, she did.
or she did, whatever.
So no, 180, 185 is where you want to be. And it's like, no,
No,
I like
still.
220 is good.
I think that's like cholesterol. You know, all this hype about staying under 200. I mean,
Yeah,
I
but
think that's all
it's like not
think
all
it's
cholesterol is
bullshit.
bad anyways.
because there are just some people that can handle, a little more weight or a little more cholesterol, or you can't lump us in like
No,
One-
they're guidelines. They're guidelines.
right.
And then you figure out what works and what doesn't work. I'm fine. I'm fine. Yeah. I don't want to be lighter. I could go heavier. I don't have any problem getting heavier. I still got skinny legs. I got
Bird
runner's
legs.
legs. I still got runner's genetics, so it's like no,
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't.
bird legs,
Yeah,
chicken legs.
chicken legs. It's okay. I wear jeans, so I don't.
Yeah,
I
me
wear
too.
shorts sometimes, but yeah, it's like so it's not a big problem.
I rarely wear shorts. I don't go
Judy-
out in public in
Judy
shorts.
says, "Oh no, that's too small." What's too small? Oh, 180. Yeah, it
Yeah,
depends.
I think Judy's right.
But see, there's 180 looks different on different people because
That's
there's bodybuilders that you think are like, oh, they got to be like 300 pounds, and it's like, no, they're like 180, 190 pounds, and they're around 6 feet tall, and they look huge. Well, it just depends upon, their way their shape is. Although when they put clothes on, they don't look as big as they do when they take the clothes off because then their waist doesn't look as small, and it's yeah. So whatever. I think Arnold was when he was. I think Arnold
In
was
his
like
prime?
125, 130 pounds, and then maybe up to
Really?
150. Not 100, 200. Sorry about that. 200.
I started to say
Uh,
because he's pretty tall.
yeah, he's 6'2". Let's find out what his Mr. Olympia weight was.
Yeah,
Yeah, 235. He's 6'2" when he was doing his bodybuilding. Yeah, and in 1984, he weighed 228 for. Yeah, that was in the Terminator. So you remember what he looked like in Terminator? He looked just freaking massive. He was 228 at 6'2".
yeah, but his massiveness was everything above the waist.
Well, he has big
mean-
thighs too. He has big thighs
Yeah.
too. So he just weight doesn't look on people, especially bodybuilders, the way that that people think.
Right. Well,
think it
it's
does.
all muscle. It's all.
Yeah. 2019. Let's see here. Oh, this is when this was in 1974. This is about his heaviest for Mr. Olympia was 250 pounds. But I don't think he normally was at 225. Yeah, I said right here. Mr. Olympia at 225 and then 74 around 250. 235 is a sweet spot for him. I'm looking through here. So yeah. Remember, I said
Eskimos
about it is at his heaviest. He was somewhere around 250, and there's an off season.
Eskimos back on the health
255.
thing.
Besides, after the taxes, the salary would be half of what they'd get in the U.S.
Really?
Oh yeah. A lot of countries, they just tax the shit out of people. Yep. So yeah, those were Arnold's stats. Muscle
Yeah, it
weighs
does.
more, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. But it also it fits on your body different. So, like I said, if you're like, you can be really jacked and weigh more, and then in clothes you look like you're skinny, and then out of clothes you look like you're buff, because then you've got the skinny waist, and it just looks different.
Skinny waist. What the hell is that?
Skinny waist. I'm a
I lost
30
that a long time ago.
36 inch waist. I used to be 29.
Really?
Oh
Wow.
yeah, at my height, 29.
Yeah,
I weighed
that's-
before I joined the service. I was 127 pounds at 6'4". That was skinny.
Yeah, really.
That was
Yeah.
skinny. My nickname in basic was Bones. I don't know why,
Yeah.
but
well,
I had to actually gain weight to get into the Army. The first time I went, it was 127. They're like, yeah, you got to be up over. I think it had to be over 135 for my height or something like that. So I had to pack on some weight, but still, oh my God.
Yeah. I got a cousin that she was even skinnier than I was, and we nicknamed her Wormy. She still goes by that.
Judy says it looks spectacular. What looks spectacular? And Eskimo says, policing workout results. No, I don't police workout results. I just tell it like it is. Yeah, I need a Wrangler jeans.
Yeah, well, yeah, I used to
what
love
was they call
Levi's,
that?
but now since they've,
Sponsorship. There we go.
yeah,
I need a Wrangler
they've gone.
jeans sponsorship. Hey, Wrangler, 36,
Are you listening?
36 38s. I'll take a 38. That's fine too, but I need 36 38s. Does it? See, when you wear Western, you can go longer, because you see a lot of cowboys and they got their jeans bunched up at the bottom, and that's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. If it gets too long, then they'll end up walking on the back of it, on their heel. But yeah, about 36, 38, 36, 30, 36, 38. Yeah, 36, 38. What did I say?
38 is, yeah, that's long.
Yeah, 36, 38. 36, 36 at a minimum. 36, 38 ideal. Yeah, there we go. 36, 36, 36, 38. 36, 34 if I'm wearing hiking boots. Because
Or you're waiting.
yeah, or I'm waiting,
Waiting.
right? But because when you're wearing hiking boots, the jeans just need to stop at the top
Well,
of the
yeah,
boot
that's
before it's right, so it doesn't go down even over the back of the heel. So yeah, 36, 34 is fine for hiking boots. For Western boots, it's got to be a 36, 36 or 36, 38. I've got both. I can squeeze into a 34, 36. It's tight.
Yeah.
I'm probably somewhere around a 35 and a half. But good luck finding that. So 36 is fine. Standard fit. No relaxed fit, just standard fit. No slim fit, just standard fit.
Years and years ago, my favorite jeans were Sedgefields.
I don't know
That's-
Sedgefields.
Well, not anymore. They don't even, I think somebody bought them out. I don't know who the hell it was. Then I quit buying them because they changed them. But when it was originally Sedgefield back in the 70s and 80s, they were really, really good jeans.
Yeah. I had Lee's when I was a lot younger. They're a little feminine for me. No, nice Wrangler 5-star. 5-star again. Nothing extravagant. They're 5 stars about their lowest level. Straight leg, 5-star, 36 or 36/38. Standard regular fit. That's it. Simple.
I always
man.
like boot cuts.
Boot cut's fine. I don't need a boot cut.
Well, I do. If
straight
I
leg.
wear boots, I'd rather have.
Why?
I don't know. It just takes such a straight legs to fit them over my boots, and then they creep up, and
They creep up on your boots.
yeah. So I'd rather have boot cuts. And,
You got girl cut. They ain't straight cut. Girl cut, where they get skinnier at the ankles.
no, they flare out just a little bit.
No, that's
not
what a
very
boot
much.
cut does. Is it flares out?
That's
but I'm talking
right,
about a
that's
straight
what
leg. Straight legs don't, and mine don't. And they don't
Oh,
go.
you're
they,
talking. Okay.
Yeah, you
I
know.
keep thinking of those skinny jeans.
The skinny jeans, they
God.
get smaller at the feet, right? So that of course they're going to ride up, but straight.
You can't get those over your
Yeah,
boots.
straight legs don't. It's like, why are straight legs riding up? Judy says, muscle.
Yeah.
Oh, muscle look good?
Yeah. Something we used to have.
Muscles look fine. Muscles look fine. Now, overly large doesn't look fine. And it's actually not even useful. Super big muscles aren't useful.
No, I don't think so.
Limit your range of motion. You've got to feed them all the time. So it's finding that happy medium.
My dog is having puppy mares.
Puppy what? Puppy?
She's nightmares. She's
okay.
chasing something. I don't know. She's sleeping here, making noise.
There's Donna. She gonna get boot cut, and it's like, no, she's gonna get bell bottoms. That's like that. Bell bottoms are a boot cut that just went haywire.
Hey, yeah, they came back again. Well, you know, everything
They're
goes
popular,
around, comes around.
Yeah.
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 Only bell bottoms I ever liked was like when we were in Germany, they made some really, really nice slacks that were bell bottoms. They had really nice pleats and they looked
You're crazy.
nice.
You're crazy.
No, I'm not.
No, I never got into the bell bottom thing. Especially not on guys. Oh my God, no.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was different for them.
Orion says, something kills myself.
Kilts.
Eskimo says, do you have medals, Whiskey Cowboy? Do I have medals?
Oh.
Yes. Yeah, I do. Actually, I do. I don't know anybody that was in the military that didn't get medals.
That spent any
Yeah, that spent any time.
significant
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, you get medals. I got medals. Yeah. Yeah. It happens. Like I said, you got to be, just do your job. Just do your job.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of military, I watched, I don't advocate watching most of the hearings or anything like that, but today they had the Gold Star families from Afghans pull out.
Yep.
And I tell you what, that was interesting.
Oh, I'm sure it was.
That was really interesting.
Yep. And everybody gets quiet. Would you expect me to say no? No. It's like, yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't taken my uniform out of the closet in ages. It's in a bag in there. It stays in there. Got a briefcase with all my military stuff in it. It stays there. That's where it goes.
One thing I liked was when my stepdad got out, we had these mummy bags because we camped a lot and stayed outside,
Mhm.
slept out a lot, and the military issue mummy bags, sleeping bags,
Mhm.
were excellent.
Yeah, fart sacks.
Yeah,
Fart sacks. I was like, you're talking mummy bags. I'm like, what the hell is she talking about? Yeah, fart sack.
yeah.
Any medals from when you were a cop? No. No, actually, no. No. I didn't get any medals when I was a cop. I just did my job. But yeah. Most cops don't have medals.
Yeah,
as opposite the military. Most people in the military, they have medals. And it's not how many you have. It's not what they are. It's why you got them that's important. See, civilians don't understand that. It's like just because you have a medal doesn't. It's why did you get it? That's what's important. Laura says, "Don't make me laugh." What?
fart sack. She's
a
she's
fart
back
sack?
on the fart
Yeah,
sack
it's a
thing.
fart sack. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's the same thing. Here we go. They call poncho liners now whoobies.
What?
Whoobies.
Whoobies.
Whoobies. Why? I have no freaking idea. The whoobie. Because I guess it's like, is that what Linus called his blanket? What did Linus call his blanket?
No, he didn't.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to look that up.
A whoobie is a blanket, yeah. Piece of gear. Oh, okay, right. A whoobie is an object, typically a blanket, garment, or stuffed animal that is used simply for its comfort characteristics. A security blanket, a whoobie. So,
okay.
so soldiers, I know somebody that's roughly my age, but he wasn't in the military when I was in the military. So he did a few years after. And it's a whoobie for him. It's a whoobie for my son. Me, it's a poncho liner, because that's what it is. We didn't call them whoobies. We called them poncho liners. And what a poncho liner is literally a liner that goes inside your poncho, which they don't issue anymore, but they still issue the poncho liners, even though they don't issue ponchos. I don't think they issue ponchos anymore. Doesn't? Yeah, let's see here, because it.
There's a site. It's called taskandpurpose.com, and it talks about why the whoobie is the greatest military invention ever fielded.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's a poncho liner. It's a freaking poncho liner. It goes inside your poncho, but they're. Yeah, let me pull up a picture for folks. Here we go. Poncho liners right here. There you go. I still have my poncho liner, and it looks just like this.
Well,
of course, that was issued back in the early 80s. And it's like a nylon outside, and it's got just fluffy stuff inside, but it's not very thick. They're super warm. They're just great. If you got a loved one in your life, get them a poncho liner.
Get them a whoobie.
Get them a whoobie. But see, they even call them right here, military poncho liner. So yeah, I mean, and they're still issuing the poncho liners, though I don't think that they use ponchos anymore. And why? Because they're so freaking good. They're part of your military kit that you didn't go anywhere without them.
Kit.
Oh yeah, because they're awesome. They're just freaking awesome.
So.
They're lightweight, super warm, super comfortable. Yeah, These things are awesome. But yeah, whoobies. They call them whoobie. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? A whoobie? It's like, oh, a poncho liner. A poncho liner. We didn't call them whoobies. Excuse
Eskimo
me.
says Marpat. What is
Marpat is a marine pattern camo. What that was right here. This is, I'll show you right here. This is Woodland. I think it's 1982. It's got a number. It was developed.
right.
And this is Woodland camo. Now Marpat, let's see here. Marpat. This is a whoobie in Marpat. You see the difference right there? This is a whoobie or poncho liner in Marpat.
Oh, okay.
See, it's digital camouflage. That versus, that's what the Marines used.
I think that would be more like a desert.
No, they both work
Almost.
fine. And then this is what the Army used. Oh, and there it is all coiled up. There's how like that. Yeah, this is pretty cool stuff. It's just like that. But yes, this is called Woodland. It's 1982. What's a... There's a designation for Woodland. M81. I was close. M81 is Woodland camo. Marpat is the Marine. It was based, Eskimo said, it was based on CADPAT, which was the first digital camouflage pattern. Yeah, they have, and the Air Force has one too, and I forget what they call theirs. And then a diversion off of that would have been that piece of shit gray. What did they move in? Here it is right there. This crap right here. This shit. The fuck they call that? This right here. It's worthless. This stuff is worthless and it fades. It can be used for urban camouflage, but that's not what the name of it is. But yeah, it's this. This is, they call this
digital.
military desert, but that's not the name of it.
Yeah.
Let's see here. ACU. Or ACU PAT. It's ACU. Freaking worst camo that they came up with. Doesn't work worth a shit in any environment. Fades really super fast. Multicam isn't too bad. Let's see if we get multicam to show you guys. I've got some multicam stuff.
I just looked up military camo patterns.
Yeah, this is multicam
And I've
right
got
there.
a list of.
That works pretty good. But depending upon who makes this, some of the batches can fade as well. They can fade pretty quick. Not as bad as ACU, but I used to.
1944, the German camo was called Erbsenmuster.
Herbs and mustard. What another I like Fleck Tarn. Fleck Tarn is pretty good. See if we can get some Fleck Tarn in here.
Yeah, Flecktarn.
Fleck Tarn.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's got
gray spots in it.
Yeah, it's got
That's German too.
Yeah, it is, right. And see, it's got orange and stuff in it. See that?
Yeah.
You'd think that wouldn't work. It works really freaking good. And I tell you
That
what,
was
especially like in New
1990.
England, Fleck Tarn is awesome because the leaves that fall on the ground turn almost this rustish brown color. So, I mean, if you were wearing fleck tar and you just leaned up against a tree out in the middle of the woods, you'll just disappear. So fleck tar is pretty good, too. Another thing of that thing is you go, oh, no, orange, it shouldn't work. It works.
1945, German had Liebermuster.
Eskimo says, Canadian camouflages are almost invisible in green forests or in grasses. Yeah, it just depends upon where you're going to go. I'd still say for most areas in the United States, exclusion of deserts and stuff like that, M81, which is the standard woodland camo pattern, is probably still your best go. Most places in Europe, it would still work the same. Yep. Get a big old deer dressed like that. You don't need to. See, and that's another thing. It's like people don't realize you don't really need, if you're just out in the woods, look like the animals. Look like the animals. Animals don't have this stuff. That's why, like baby deer, they have the speckles and stuff like that, because that's the way the light looks when it's coming down through the canopy of leaves. So if you've got browns, grays, greens, if you don't move and you keep your noise down, you'll disappear. Smell like the animals. Yeah, yes. Smell like the animals if you don't want the animals to know that you're there. Humans, they had a big problem in Vietnam when the soldiers first went over there, because they ate different foods and they used a lot of deodorants and stuff like that. And the enemy could actually smell them because they smelled different. So then they started eating more of the same foods and wearing less deodorants. And Laurel says our best deer blind was our Kubota side-by-side with cows standing around it.
Well,
that'll work.
Yeah.
That'll work.
Cows are good camouflage. Yeah.
No, you didn't know that, Eskimo?
Oh, yeah.
About Vietnam? Yeah. Yeah, because you could smell the same way as if you're going to smoke a cigarette or anything like that. That stuff carries.
Oh, God, yeah.
So it's like, don't do that when you're out on patrol. Don't be smoking, and
even
don't have it on your
food.
person.
Just even eating food.
Yeah, eating food will change the way you smell.
Yeah, I never did that. Like when we sit in a tree stand or something. I guess I don't know. I never ate all day long, or you know what I mean. Food was a big smeller.
Smeller feller. They got a lot of hunting clothing now that has the charcoal liners in it. So that helps take care of your human smells. That is scary. Oh, there's a lot of cool stuff like that. Yeah. But yeah, you can smell people. I mean, stop and think about it in your own life. You're walking around, it's like you smell something. It's like, yeah. Or you can tell when so-and-so enters the room because they smell.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Laundry detergents, fabric softeners, stuff like that. Again, if you don't use that stuff, if you're going to go out on a patrol, don't use it.
Right.
Because you're going to smell. Yep. I got an award for least smelly.
No, you have an award for that?
No, I'm just kidding. No award for least smelly. But yeah, in the movies they get a lot of the stuff wrong too. It's like, because we taped up all of our stuff. We didn't. When you watch a lot of war movies, the guns make noises, they rattle. They don't. but they do in the movies, and then you can hear them walking through the jungle or in the desert or whatever, and you can hear their stuff clanging against each other. It's like, no, it doesn't. It's good for the movies, but no, you tape all that shit up. Anything that's bright, you use either a black magic marker or you can get some, it's almost like nail polish, and you put it on it and it's
camouflage
black.
Tape. It was almost like wasn't as sticky as like a duct tape, but it was a tape that for our guns, that we kept our guns taped up, like for still hunting and stuff like that. But
yeah, so that anything that's hard won't clang against something and things don't move around. It's like tape it up.
That and the glint or the reflection off of them. Or...
Yep. So yeah, movies get it wrong.
Oh yeah.
Like the same way as in a movie, you can tell who the officers are because they've got their gold and their silver bars and stuff like that, and it's like no, not in the combat zone. They don't. They use subdued, or they take it off their helmet altogether. So there's no rank that's there. It's like no, you don't do that. It's good for the movie because you can keep track of people, but.
Yeah, that's.
I think it was. I think Tom Hanks was in Saving Private Ryan. I think he went through the whole movie with shiny bars.
Now I'll have to go back and watch it again.
Let's see here. I'm trying to pull up these images here. Yeah, see, watch this. Watch this. Boom. Pull up an average picture right there. Boom. You see that? Big old shiny bars on his helmet. No. no, we wouldn't have.
Okay. No.
No. The same way right here. Because they want you as the viewer to know who the officer is and everything. Yeah. It's like, again, here we go. Shiny bars. Real life, no. They'd be black or subdued in some way, or most likely wouldn't even be on the helmet.
Right. I think they usually carried some sort of insignia on their collars, didn't they?
Yeah, they have it, but you can't see it on here because it's inside. But yeah,
right.
Yeah, but, they would have rank on them, but that was subdued as well. All the subdued,
right.
all the rank is subdued, right? Because they don't want to stand out.
Exactly.
Same way right here. This is another one. See, no, get that off. That's not what they would have done. Because that's just you're just making yourself a target. But like I said, it looks good for the movies. Orion says, I think Patton directed his officers to wear rank. That would not surprise me because Patton was an egomaniac. He was big on chain of command. You don't have to have visible rank like that, not subdued, bright colored, polished rank, to still have a chain of command. Oh, and welcome to the show, Orion. But yeah, the movies, they don't get things right. Everybody, okay, we're going to go into some shit. Let's put a round in the chamber. It's like, no, you would have already had a round in the chamber.
Yeah.
It's like you'll never hear me chamber a round unless you're watching me do my functions check when I am doing so, and that's usually done before I get dressed. And after that, there's a round in the chamber. You don't have to hear anything. Same way as it's pointing a gun at somebody in a movie. They point a gun at the movie. No, okay, they're not doing what I want. Now I'm going to show them I'm really serious.
Yeah,
so then they cock it. It's like, why wouldn't it have been cocked in the first place? If it wasn't, if it's not a double action, not being cocked isn't going to help you anyways. So why are you pointing it at the person? So again, it's movie stuff.
Yeah.
Doesn't translate in the real world. It's not real. But see, the left loves that shit because they think that's real. It's like they think silencers make a gun go. Psh, 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 psh. No, they don't. Now you can get a very low powered, maybe 22 round, very low powered, and it'll sound like that. All other things does not sound like that. You can still hear it. It just lowers it to, for most things, not all things. For most things, it just lowers it to a hearing safe level, which is like 125 decibels or something like that. Let's see here. Let's check it out. 140. But then they're saying loud noises above 120 can cause immediate harm to ears. Yeah, so I don't know where they get the hearing safe is at 100. So I was right in the first thing. I said 120, 125. That's where you want it. You want it to be, but it's still you can still hear it. It's loud. What's the equivalent? Let's see. What's the equivalent of 120? A bulldozer, impact wrench, or motorcycle is 120 to 140 decibels. You can hear that shit, right? Yeah. You can hear it. It's not like the movies. Not like the movies. I'm going to put this can on and pew pew. It's like, no, unless it's a very, very, very underpowered, very small round, it will not make that sound. It's like you're saying, oh no, you gotta ban silencers because then if there's a mass shooting, nobody will be able to hear where they are. It's like, yeah, bullshit. I believe the Las Vegas shooter was using silencers and people knew where he was shooting from. Why? Because they could hear him. It's not a whisper. You still hear it. It's not as loud. It's like you can hear shit in your backyard, right? When you're in your front yard. Oh my God, where's that sound coming from? It's like you can tell. So yeah. And it's funny because like in Europe, there's countries in Europe that you can't use your firearm unless it has a silencer on it. You know, but in the United States, oh no, you don't do that. It's like, I love silencers on any long gun. They're just too long for pistols. I mean, you can do it, but. Laurel says, as long as it ain't high velocity 22. Right. And here's the thing. Like I said, it's got to be low power. Subsonic, low powered 22. It's quiet. A high velocity 22 or your average 5.56 military round 22, 25. They're supersonic. That's why you hear that crack. And a silencer won't stop the crack. The silencer won't stop the crack. I need to get that on a shirt. The Whiskey Cowboy says the silencer won't stop the crack. But yeah, the cracking sound is different from the actual report of the firearm. For example, what I carry, my daily carry in my Beretta, is a supersonic round. It's a 9mm round plus P.
Yeah.
And the snap that you hear is not the report of the gun. It's the bullet breaking the sound barrier. Laurel says the UK requires suppressors. Yeah, they're not. I don't think they're the only country, but yeah. And now we have tax stamps here. And in fact, poll taxes were deemed illegal, and a poll tax was a tax that people had to pay to vote. And the Supreme Court ruled that poll taxes were illegal because you cannot charge somebody to exercise their right. Well, why the hell do we have tax stamps on suppressors and other items, NFA items? That's a poll tax. It needs to go away. The whole NFA needs to go, but yeah. Doesn't make any sense. It's like there's some places, Michigan is one place, banning body armor. Unless you're a police officer, security, or somebody like that. Why? Ban an illegal act, not an item. Oh, because criminals, they might wear it, and then it makes it harder for police to shoot them and stop them. Yeah, it doesn't happen very often.
It's for control.
It's for control. And they don't want civilians to be able to wear body armor. It's hogwash. Now, that said, I can understand an enhancement to charges if you are a criminal and you engage in a criminal act, like you're going out and robbing a bank or robbing people, and you wear body armor. I can see it as an enhancement to charges, but to stop people from wearing it, yeah. Where in the U.S.? What? Where in the U.S. what, Eskimo? Laurel says, when I got my suppressor for the 22, the lower velocity rounds were a lot quieter. The higher velocity rounds had the delayed crack. Right. Well, that's what I was saying, because the crack is the bullet breaking the sound barrier. Oh, body armor being illegal. Yeah, I think it's Michigan.
Probably. Don't think that'll happen in Arkansas.
There's a lot of states. I think New York was trying to pass the same things. We'll go and we'll look right now. New York. New York is penal law section 270.21. Unlawful purchase of body armor is a Class A misdemeanor for the first offense and Class E felony for any subsequent offenses.
Illinois.
Georgia has it illegal to wear body armor during commission of a violent crime while trafficking drugs and so on. So yeah, folks, and I wouldn't have guessed Georgia. So folks need to really, if they want to buy and wear body armor, look at your particular state and see what the laws are. Right, Orion says several states restrict body armor. Right. I don't know them all off the top of my head. I know New Hampshire doesn't. Eskimo says, what about the Second Amendment? Yeah. Well, body armor isn't... It's not arms. It's not covered in the Second Amendment.
Yeah, it's not.
But the Second Amendment is shit on all the time with states around the country. Okay, folks, is my voice lagging or is it still synced up? Okay, we're an hour and a half in. I'm starting to see
really?
I'm starting to see a little lag on my OBS, but I don't think that it's happening when it's going out. But let's go. Let's look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eskimo said it's perfect. It's never been this good. Yeah, it's been good for the last two shows. Last show was spot on. It's like, oh, just amazing.
Yeah, it was. But I'm back on Zoom again tonight. Instead of typing, I'm on Zoom and
right.
Yeah,
Well, you're going to get that link because Zoom is not running on YouTube.
Right.
Zoom is running to my system, and then then my system is putting it on for the video going out. So you're always going to get that. Laurel says it's fine. Fantastic. But yeah, the Second Amendment as a rule is shit on by a lot of states. We're fighting back. We're fighting back. We're getting more. We're now at least half of the states is constitutional carry.
Mm-hmm. I prefer a concealed carry.
No, do what you want. I don't have a problem either way. There's myths almost every time somebody says they say the reasons why. Most of the time, there's myths.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
It depends on what you want to do, but personally, I prefer, for myself, I prefer concealed.
That's fine. I just say carry.
Yeah, there you go.
Carry. Conceal, open, don't care. Carry in a good holster. I use a retention holster. I've got a thumb brake on mine. Thumb brake, it's think exactly what it is. It's a flap that goes over and it's got a snap on it, and then you break it with your thumb when you pull the the pistol out. Thumb brake. So that's what I carry. Sometimes it's concealed, sometimes it's not. Right now it's not. If I went out and I had this shirt unbuttoned and untucked, my sidearm would then be concealed because it covers the gun.
I was just looking up the different states about what we were talking about with the body armor.
Body armor.
In Arkansas, convicted felons cannot purchase body armor.
Yeah.
In Arkansas.
So yeah, there's like I said, each state you gotta
Yep.
figure out what's legal in your state. It's all good in New Hampshire. But yeah, I carry my pistol outside the waistband. I have a holster outside the waistband. And I've explained why. Well, I don't have to resize my clothes. If you carry inside the waistband, you have to add another 2 to 3 inches easy onto all of your pant sizes because now your waist is wider. Also, I carry a full-framed pistol. It's not a compact. It's not a subcompact. It's a duty size, full-framed sidearm. I'm 6'4". Doesn't look big on me. It's funny when I hand somebody the gun. The first thing goes, "Wow, this is big," and then, "Wow, this is heavy." Yeah, yes, it is. I don't feel it. I only feel it when it's not on there. I've carried it, for so long that when the weight's not there, it's a problem. When the weight's there, it's not a problem. Julie says, "I open carry and I hear people always trying to figure out what type of gun. It's kind of funny." Yeah. What are you carrying? I get that. What is that? Is that a 1911? Because it's big. Think, oh, it must be a 1911. It's like, no, it's an M9 Beretta. It's like, oh, nice guns. Yeah. Most people use them to the range. Most people don't carry them. They're big. Yeah. It's a full service size sidearm. The most American person. Who, me? Yeah, you'd probably... Okay, what's an American like? You go, the whiskey cowboy. Yeah, that's probably what people have in mind. But Americans are so wide and varied. They're not all like me. They're not like me.
Oh, here's an interesting fact. I was still going through these state things on body armor.
Mm-hmm.
Kansas has the only unique law regarding the use of body armor. It's a ban on possession or wearing bulletproof vests during parades, demonstrations, protests, rallies, and assemblies.
Yeah.
Now, how weird is that?
Which is absolutely asinine, because you might be targeted more at those things, at gatherings of people, than when not. So it's like, so they're banning exactly when that might be the case.
Anything else, you can wear body armor.
Right.
Oh, that's funny.
Now, see, with my size, like, you see me, I'm right here. I could actually wear a second chance vest underneath this shirt, and you probably wouldn't even know it. Gonna hurt like hell if I get hit. We get some soft. Oh, the body armor is awesome nowadays. Oh, awesome. But yeah, it's silly. It's no. Yeah, can't wear those things. It's like those are precisely the places where you'd probably want to wear it.
Yeah, it's weird. Wow.
And then a lot of people that people think are wearing body armor, they're not. They're wearing tactical vests. See, plate carriers and tactical vests look identical until you see how thick they are and some minor differences. They look damn near the same. The casual eye, you couldn't tell the difference, whether it's a tactical vest or whether it's a plate carrier. And see, when I was in the service, we didn't get freaking plate carriers. That's a new shit. Body armor? What the hell's body armor? We had flak vests, and all that does is protect you from flak. Right. In other words, if something ricocheted off of something or something exploded and there was little shards of shrapnel that comes off, that's what it protects you from. And then not very good either. This whole body armor shit, my son, he had all body armor. Body armor. That shit's new. I say that shit's new. That's mid-90s on up. It became commonplace. That's the same way as how you're trained to shoot. People who are trained to shoot with body armor square up. People who learn to shoot without body armor blade. Okay? I'm squared up. I'm bladed. And the reason is, when you're wearing body armor, you want the best protection forward between you and your target and who might be shooting you. And that's your chest. That's your whole body armor. When you're not wearing it, you want a smaller, you want to be a smaller silhouette. Well, yeah, I can't be that small, but yeah, you're a smaller target. Eskimo says, who thought it made sense, though? They think that criminals won't wear it because it's illegal. Right. Criminals don't give a shit. The only people with all these, all of these laws, and I've written about that time and time again, they don't affect criminals because criminals don't give a shit to begin with.
Don't give a shit to begin with.
Oh my God, they're gonna charge me. They're gonna charge me with wearing body armor when I'm already out committing another crime. Ooh, hurt my feelings.
Oh yeah, right. That's crazy.
But, well, when they ban acquiring, that kind of makes it... Acquiring, yeah, but the black market's always there.
Oh, yeah.
The black market's always there. If you want... The criminals are getting guns. They're not buying them at a gun store.
They're not buying them at a gun shop.
Right. So, if they want vests, they can get the vests. There's a black market for everything. Shit. How's the war on drugs going?
Oh yeah, all right.
No. And then as soon as you can get one thing sorted out, then the bad guys move on to something else. Criminals are going to criminal. You can't make enough laws to stop somebody from being a criminal. You can't ban enough things to stop people from having illegal things. It doesn't work that way. Now, for some things, some laws are good. Some laws are good. It allows you to punish somebody for something. If the punishment is severe enough, it can be a deterrent. The way our legal system is now, criminal justice system, joke as it is in the United States now, the only people that are afraid of the United States criminal justice system are law-abiding citizens.
Yep.
Because criminals don't give a shit. The prisons and all that other shit was handed over to the left in the mid-'60s. Because then it was feel good and stop being mean to prisoners, and they're really the victims in society and all this hogwash. Now it's a revolving door. Catch them, document them, release them. At most, catch them, document them, slap their wrist, bullshit, let them be in a prison where they can bulk up, get smarter, network, and then send them back out again. Drew says the same with the whole gun thing. Yes, exactly.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. So it's like, no, that's not. You know what stops criminals? Law-abiding citizens that can defend themselves.
Yep.
The same way, this is another thing, open carry versus concealed carry. Again, I don't care if people conceal carry. Do it. Do it. Just carry. Concealed carry stops crimes. Open carry prevents crimes. I'd rather prevent a crime than to stop a crime. I don't want to shoot somebody. I'd rather they walk into an establishment, see myself and several other people open carrying, and them going, not going to do it today.
Yep.
And that's how it happens, because they've asked criminals time and time again, if you went into a place or somebody you were going to go rob somebody and you saw that they were carrying, what would you do? And they say, we don't. We don't. You pick an easier target. You go a different time. Oh, but yeah, no, the bad guy, it'll make you their first target. Bullshit. Most criminals don't want to go into a place having to shoot people. They want to rely on being the only one with a gun, and everybody else complies with them because they're the only one with a gun. They don't set out to go and shoot people up. And if a criminal goes out intending to shoot people up, it doesn't matter whether there's somebody with a gun there or not. Everybody's the target. So people rely too much on freaking movies. Because in movies, the bad guy goes and he goes, okay, we're going to take out this guy, this guy, this guy. And then some wackadoo will point out that, oh, well, in this situation, they took out the guard or the police officer. Yes, those were armed and uniformed people. They were in the profession. They're not going in and taking out civilians that have guns. Different scenario.
But behind that security guard is a gun-free zone.
Yeah, well, sure. Yeah. Yeah, so it's...
You get past him, you're good.
Yeah, the misconceptions out there are numerous and insane because they don't play out in reality. Nobody's gonna target you. The likelihood, let's say, the likelihood of somebody targeting you on the street or in general public or whatever, and taking you out because they know that you're armed is a statistical 0. Them targeting you, however, thinking that you are an easy target is not a statistical 0. So again, do what you want to do. Again, I don't care one way or the other. Just dispel the myths about open carrying, what it does and what it doesn't do. And there you have it. Eskimo said they should endure. Oh, they should evolve. Like I said, it's like almost 3 feet away, and it's about this big. They should evolve accordingly. I mean, not evolve against that. I don't get your meaning. Yeah, New Hampshire. I told you, New Hampshire actually has on the books where if you are a law-abiding citizen, you can carry on public school grounds and in public school buildings. It's codified in the law.
We still can't hear.
Every state should do that. I know federal law.
Yeah.
The only time federal law is enforced is when there's an issue. It's a tack-on charge. States need to take back that whole federal bullshit and say, no, not doing it. I've gone into every school where my kids went. Sidearm on my hip, in plain view for everyone. You know who cared? Not a single freaking person. Here's what I get when I go out. Two most common things when I go out someplace. Number 1, nice hat. Number 2, nice belt buckle. That's hat and belt buckle. Not nice gun. Sometimes I do, but then that's third. And in fact, that's a distant third. It's generally nice hat, followed by where'd you get it? It's like I bought it online. I don't know where I got it. I don't know whether it was Shepler's or I don't know hats. Something USA Hats or some no, because that's actual hack. I don't recall where I bought it, but I got it online. because you can't get it here in New Hampshire. Oh, yeah, there's a store and they sell it. It's like, not like this, they don't. Yeah, you can get cowboyish hats, but not like this. But yeah, so that's number. Nice hat. Where'd you get it? And like you folks know that follow my content, it didn't look like this when I got it. This is like the third iteration of shaping. Nice belt buckle. Then, hey, what you carrying? And then usually followed up with, because I wear leather holster. Oh, it's leather. How do you like leather? I like it because it fits. Oh, what do you think of Kydex? Kydex is fine. I like leather. Yeah. Eskimo says, I meant the laws should evolve in response to technological advancements while still respecting the principles and values. Yes and no. Yes and no. Because there's the laws change to deal with technology and they add in for offenses. But the rights don't change because technology changes. Take the First Amendment, for example. The freedom of the press. Doesn't change. Printing press, block letters, versus now we've got computers and we've got television, we've got video cameras, we've got the internet. Technology changed. The rights didn't change. You still have the freedom of the press. And all the press is, and I wrote an article about this. I should bring it back up again. I bring it up every once in a while, once or twice a year. It doesn't actually mean the printing press. It means the process of creating, duplicating, and disseminating information. That's what the press is. And it's not credentials, like you say, I am a private journalist. You can be a private journalist. Well, let me see your credentials. No. You don't need credentials to be a journalist. You don't need credentials. The only time you need credentials is if you're going into like an event and they say we're only going to allow credentialed press. So you get for ABC, NBC, the major ones. Other than that, the press isn't the mainstream media. The press isn't NBC, ABC, CBS, CNN. They're not the press. They're part of the press, but they're not the press. The press is creating, duplicating, and disseminating information. That's the press. We can all be the press. Judy says, I feel more comfortable seeing a gun on a person's hip than when I don't. And I hear that a lot. Here's my idea on that. I'm neither more comfortable nor less comfortable whether I see a firearm. I presume people are armed one way or the other, whether they are or not. And all police officers should as well. So it's like I don't get that argument coming from some people. It's like, oh, no, police officers are trained to presume that everybody is armed with something, gun, knife, whatever. Presume. Number two, it's not the gun or the knife or the stick or whatever that draws my attention to somebody. It's their actions. It's their actions. We've talked about this on shows before, too, and in the movies they go, oh, you don't want to be seen going through a crowd, so the guy does this. Yeah, motherfucker, you're going to be the first one seen. Why? Because that's not natural. The same way as I tell people, if you're talking and you've got kids, okay, and the adults are talking, if you want to say something that you want the kids not to hear, the thing isn't to then lower your voice. Because the lowering of your voice tunes in and they go, hey, they're probably saying something that they don't want me to hear. And then they listen and they'll hear it. But if you act as if nothing's being said different, if you walk as if nothing is different, people won't see you. They notice the differences, the things that stand out, the things that are apart from what is normal. So again, when I see somebody with a gun, it's not the gun that either is it a good holster? Are their pants pulled up? Is it a good belt? Is it retention? You know, are all the others, are they carrying themselves well? That's what keys me in, not the fact. So, okay, if you see me and I've got a sidearm on my hip versus somebody that looks like they are living on Skid Row and the gun is just tucked into a loose-fitting belt with a crappy non-retention holster and it's kind of just flopping out, how you view the other person having the gun will be totally different. So it's not the gun. It's everything. It's everything. The thing that catches you out when you're out in public, the people you go, that guy's giving me a bad vibe. It's never whether you see a gun or not. And somebody carries themselves well the same way. So you go, man, that guy's got it together. It's not whether you see a gun or not. It's everything else. So, challenge yourself. Like Judy, I know you say that. A lot of people say it. And I'm not trying to pick on you, but it's like, okay, let's dial it in. What's the truth of the matter? It's not the gun. It's not the gun. Because if the guy was wearing dirty, greasy, ripped up shit, looked like a hobo, and he had a gun on his hip, you probably wouldn't feel comfortable. Because it's not the gun. It's everything else. Judy says, yes, it's just administration for that. It's just, is that right? Administration for that. I like the whole idea of it. Makes me feel comfortable. Yeah, and that's fine too. Yeah. Oh, it's going to be the Wild West. People are going to be shooting each other up. It's like, no, it doesn't happen that way. Doesn't happen that way. And that type of shit. Oh, admiration. Okay. Like, yeah, that's better. But people are shooting each other up in inner cities. And I guarantee they're not open carrying. It's like I always say, it's like you don't hear that somebody was open carrying just walking around the mall with a gun on their hip and then they started shooting shit up. Now, if you see somebody going into a mall and they've got a gun on their hip, a tactical vest on, and a long arm, be it a shotgun or a rifle, yeah, a little out of place.
A ski mask.
Yeah, and a ski mask. Yeah, just that's a little out of place. You might want to pay attention to that. But just the average Joe Schmo that's exercising their Second Amendment right in a reasonable way. Yeah, it's
in the summertime down here.
And if you see that anyways, even if you don't see a firearm, you're going to go,
that's weird.
That's weird. That's strange. Then get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Avoiding things is it like if you're living in a community where every day somebody's shooting themselves shooting if they're shooting themselves every day, that's some strong motherfuckers in that community. But yeah, where there's high crime and get the hell out.
Yeah, really.
Get out. And then if you're a wannabe thug, stay in your damn inner cities. We don't want you. We don't want you.
Try that in a small town?
Yeah, try that in try that in a small town. Yeah, we don't play. We don't play. We don't go around chest puffing. We don't go around causing problems. We just don't take shit. Ta-da. Yeah. Stop it. It's like Biden and them. Oh yeah, this is the shooting at the Dollar General. Yeah, it's more proof of the problem. The greatest threat that we have in the United States is white supremacy and racism. And it's like, get the fuck out of here.
God, I'll be so
You
glad when
finally,
he's
you
gone.
finally got some jackwagon that's mentally ill and that wrote manifestos and killed 3 people because of it. You finally got your example. What about all the other shit that wasn't it at all?
Yeah, exactly.
What about the hundreds of people that get shot up in inner cities every weekend? They ain't getting shot by white people. Stop it. White
well,
supremacy.
I tell you what,
It's a way to get fucking votes.
Yeah, exactly. Boy, I tell you, every one of those people that spoke today, the 13 family members of the Afghan pullout, boy, they really came down on this administration. Every one of them.
Yeah. Well, good.
It was interesting. Yeah, it was. It was.
Yeah, and Judy says, don't play in my small town. That's for sure. Yeah. Go away. Go away. We're seeing it now. We're seeing it in my town. It's like freaking sit out on the front porch and watch each year more and more hood rats migrating in from freaking Manchester and other places, thinking that this is gang central and hood rat central. It's like you kids are just little kids. Stop it. What was that?
I said, did these people think these small towns or whatever are just good targets? Or
it depends. What a lot of the situation is people leaving the slums and moving to better places. Saw the same thing when I was living in Pennacook. The same damn thing. Everybody moved in from Massachusetts, and it was all of the low income. They put in low income housing, and they did all this other shit. And all these people come for this greater opportunity in a nice way. And then their kids are bringing their shit with them. Think they're damn hood rats. So then people's houses and cars get broken into, tires get slashed, crime goes through the roof. It's like, you fuckers brought this shit. And I'm not saying this because, white supremacy. Fuck you. I don't care who you are. I care about what you're doing. But when certain demographics bring the same shit, no matter where they go, especially when they go in numbers, white supremacy ain't the freaking problem. Get your shit straight. I will not apologize for saying the truth.
No, it's a made-up mess.
It is. All used to divide people and get votes.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
It needs to stop. Crazy. Well, it's 2 hours, folks. 2 hours. Like, man, John got twisted up there. Boy, he got wound up. Yeah, so I'll be making a few more tweaks to the show. Try to dial it in. It's getting there. I like the flag. I really like the waving flag, but it's just I've got too many things running.
I think it was kind of a distraction to me. I'd get caught watching that flag.
No, I get it. But that's also why it's like, you stop looking at me. look at the flag. Look at the flag waving. Eskimo says maybe put up a real waving flag. Well, I got a flag back there, but it's really what this is actually one of my photography backdrops, and it's a rustic. As you can see, it's mottled color. It's not crisp. It's mottled. Mottled. Right, but it's the same, but it's pronounced just a little teeny bit differently. But yes, and I like that. It kind of looks nice. But no. I'm gonna turn the fan on and have the wind blowing. I'll put a TV on in the back with a flag on it, waving. It's like, no. Judy says it's great. Love all the changes. Yeah, one thing after another.
Yep.
I'm getting close. I want it to be visually appealing, something different than all the other live streams out there. visually attractive, but that isn't going to tax my system. And find that happy medium. So it's good. This is the second show where everything's synced up fine. Everything's fine. The camera's working great. Love the camera. Camera's doing wonderful.
Better knock on wood.
Yeah. Did you hear that?
No.
Oh, you didn't hear that? See again.
Well, there you go. Like I said, I got a delay a little bit because I'm on Zoom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My desktop is woody. But, yeah, I think we're dialing in. Again, it'll be great when I get into my other studio.
Cool
where we
Beans.
have
Great
more
show.
room. What was that?
Cool Beans.
Cool
Great
Beans.
show.
Oh, thank you. Again, those watching the show, if you'd like to help donate to either the show and or all other content, there are links underneath the show itself. The first link is take you to a page that has a whole crap load of stuff that you can help do. Most of it doesn't cost you a dime. If you'd like to support financially, there's a link there as well, and you can send me the money that way. And if you'd like to send me things, say, hey, here's a bottle of whiskey, or hey, here's a T-shirt, or hey, here's whatever. The address is below the show as well. You can go ahead and send it to the Whiskey Cowboy, and I will get it. And I will let folks know, hey, I got this in from so-and-so. You so-and-so. And this is what it is. Thanks a lot. Everything is appreciated. Judy says camera is great. It is. It's doing fantastic. I still haven't actually got it for non-live stream use yet. But you saw the rig. I'm set. I'm set to go. I just haven't had the time to make some more videos. And I've got to get my quick draws, which is a minute or so or less, horizontal or a vertical portrait as opposed to landscape, and then other stuff. Hey, I'm working on it. I'm just one guy. I've got they say too many irons in the fire. I can't even see the fire anymore. There's so many irons going in there. But we'll get it done. But again, hey, great show, guys. Thank you for stopping in. Next show is Thursday. Thursday, right? Because today's Tuesday. So it's Thursday. Shows every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Same time, same place. And I will see you then. I'll be putting out more content again starting tomorrow morning. Again, you'll see me on Facebook. Say hey. Like, subscribe, share, and comment below the show. Make a comment before you leave tonight. Go right to the show. I know you've posted up in the chat, but go to the show and post something because it helps the algorithms.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because posting while you're talking is fine. But remember, after the show is done, people can still go in and rewatch the show. It's then a standard video. So it needs the comments in the sections to help get it promoted on YouTube. Laurel says, y'all have a great night. You too, Laurel. You take care
Good
too,
night, you
Eskimo. Donna, Judy, Laurel, Orion, Eskimo. Who else is there? Again, thank you for joining the show. See you this coming Thursday. God bless and take care.